This is from Real Time Daily News. Breaking: President Trump has ordered the acceleration of 6G deployment with a stated goal of operating implantable technologies. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started with this lesson, we want first off, our praise and glory and honor to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Hashai,
Bahashem,
Kadash.
Ruach HaKodesh.
double honor to the apostles, the elders, Mary Moson, who taught us truth and love flock. Peace and mercy, Akim, the same truth and sincerity. And peace and blessings to the hopeful light. I got with me the brother, I'm a brother Bummer Cobb, and I got with me the brother Mawan,
Khan. Shalom.
brother Atazwan. You know, us brothers here at Great Millstone Tampa Branch, you know, coming back, you know, with the Lord's will edifying lesson. All right. And yeah, man. All right. We Trump has officially said that he would like to have the acceleration of 6G deployment with the stated goal of operating implantable technologies, man. And we know that that's talking about the microchip, which we are holding that preset. All right. And I don't know what happened with the preset tiles one, but you know, he just keep glitching in and out. But you know, I'll let him man when he join back. So hey, we're gonna open up with this Google. Yo.
Shalom, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, come on. So we're gonna go into this Google, going into what that 6G is gonna be basically going into, man, and how basically when they give you this microchip, bro, you people ain't go, bro. Like, hey, that's why if the Lord didn't show in the days, no flesh. Cause bro, how this devil got it set up, bro. Watch, you gonna see. It says the dark side of 6G boils down to four major risks: no privacy, easy hacking, global global power struggles, and environmental damage. No privacy. Walls can see. 6G signals work like radar. The network can track your movement and your breathing inside your house without cameras. It says nonstop tracking. Every device around you will constantly log your daily habits and health data. So, bro, imagine, all right, imagine, bro, you having that chip inside of you, bro, and bro, you just being tracked, bro. This all it's a spirit because I just watched, bro. John D. Rockefeller, bro. They don't want a nation of thinkers. They want a nation of workers, bro. They're gonna have you working. And they're gonna be having you think you good, bro. Whatever you gotta do. Maybe you know you gotta run on this bicycle to power up a 6G tower. Who knows what you're gonna have to do, man? But we ain't gonna be able, bro. We ain't gonna take that chip, bro. Lord's will, the spirit stay on. But we ain't gonna take that chip, all right? We gonna stand boldly for Yahweh Shema Shai's name. Because bro, what we're seeing is matter of fact, I got it. This is Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore ye heavens, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knows that you have but a short time. And that's right, man. That we're seeing this devil, now 6G. He want why would Trump, what acceleration? Why would, because he don't got that much time.
Yeah.
He don't got time to 2030. He don't got that much time, bro. He know he don't got a lot of time. So what he want? That acceleration, bro. We are almost out of here, dog. It says global power struggles, digital control. Designing 6G is incredibly expensive. Poorer countries will be forced to rely on U.S. and Chinese tech, aka the microchip, giving superpowers sole control over foreign infrastructure. That's right, bro. Bro, this is this devil's plan, bro. To have world control. Because that's what they want. They want everybody to have that chip, everybody to use that chip. So what? They can be back in power. But hey, like I've been saying recently, when you in a story, hey, brothers went to school. When you in a story You got the climax, then you got the fun action. How the story gonna go back up to the climax and go back down? Nah, it don't work like that. It
Mm.
goes what? You got the climax, you got the fun action, then you got the then you got the solution. It's a lot, not the solution, but you can look it up. Climax, fallen action, and the fall. That's the last of the fall. You can't go back up that cliff, bro. That's why this devil, bro, he knows he has a short time. We are literally seeing the Lord's prophecy pour out more and more, bro. But these days are being shortened for the elect's sake, roughly paraphrasing the scriptures, man.
That's right.
And literally, what he is doing is he's trying to merge man with machine. All right,
Mm.
Right. Yeah.
even if
Yeah,
he kills,
before
and how ultimately he's going to do this is from what? Because hey, people don't want to fall for that again. But ultimately, he gonna have some propaganda happen. He gonna, who knows? It might be the virus. It might happen at the what is it called? The World Cup. All right,
Black
the
Swan event.
yeah, Black Swan event, global shutdown from China. Even though those,
Mm-hmm.
even though it was them just shutting everything down. Hey, that's what might happen. That
Yeah.
might happen. But the devil, he ain't just going. Here's the chip. No, some big event is gonna happen, bro. And hey, Lord's will it be at that World Cup, man.
Mm.
Lord's
Yeah.
will. Hey, somebody score a point. Ah!
Mhm.
Somebody start screaming in the crowd. Now, the Hunta virus then got out. Everybody in the crowd. Now they got to start throwing people in concentration camps. Who
Yeah.
knows, bro?
You know
Who
how it goes.
knows? What you said, priest?
I say you already know how I go.
Come on,
This
bro.
devil's gonna frame something or somebody, blame something or somebody, and then they're gonna bring out their enterprise.
That's right.
Okay, they just need a good distraction, or that, like they say, never let a good crisis go to waste. You
Right.
know, and what's their most recent crisis, so called? Okay, you got the Hana virus, and you got multiple. Okay, what they call it, a poly crisis.
Right.
Okay, which means multiple crises at once. You
Right.
got
Mm-hmm.
Hana virus. You hearing about the Ebola starting to rise up again?
Yeah.
Okay, you got the energy crisis with the oil, the
Yep.
gas, the food, the living cost crisis,
Yep.
the food going up,
Woo! That's right, bro.
right? Housing. So
Hey.
these people are disoriented right now with all these poly crises happening.
That's right. Hey, people can't afford their food. People can't
Yep.
afford
Mhm.
gas. Bro, you watch Homestead Journal or World Economist or Sinder Reports or Jay Reid. Bro, through. People can't afford their grocery bills. And when you go into the oil, bro, the oil, guess how fast, bro. Guess how fast an oil tanker is. Guess
Mm.
how fast it goes, bro. People think, they go pretty. No, bro, they go as fast as a bike. At that,
Mm.
now imagine where they have to start. So now look, all them ships that have been sent out before the strait got closed, they
Mm.
they they not there no more. We ain't got nothing coming.
Right.
We ain't got nothing coming. That's why people wasn't feeling. But now when you get slapped across your face, oh yeah, it's real. So now people are through. Got Priest I was saying yesterday. Oh shoot, bro, 3 hours gas went up 50 cents, bro.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours, God, bro. Yes, bro. This, hey, just backing you up, priest. But this devil is setting up everything, bro. So, hey, you distracted there, and he don't want you seeing what he gonna do in the background. But hey, Bob shot, man, brother get roughly paraphrasing. He shall not perform his enterprise, roughly paraphrasing. Man, because this devil, he thinks that, hey, he can. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just keep. Hey, what the Lord saying, Malachi 1:4. He shall build, but I shall throw down. All
That's
right.
right.
This
I
devil's
got a
not
quick
gonna be
one.
able to. You say you got it?
I got a quick one.
I
Con.
got to fulfill his enterprise.
Nah,
Let me
you can grab that first.
real quick and then you got it.
Oh, okay, come. This is Ecclesiasticus. No, that's Sirach chapter 5. You brothers can hear me?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Chapter 15, it says, Be not ignorant it says, Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. Okay. And to back you brothers up, because exactly like at any moment, at any time, Esau can, you know, use these things to his advantage. Okay, we know that this devil would like to play on, he like to play on the media. Okay, he like to play on words. All right, anything in the illusions. All right, this is a part of his deception. Okay, so any major event that could take place, whether it's a World Cup or whether it's a Black Swan event, okay, or even this haunted to the virus thing, this devil can use it. Okay, to like the brother say, not to let a good crisis go to waste. All right. And that's what the scriptures tell you, to not be ignorant of these things, whether it's small or great, because at any time this thing can blow up. At any time it can go full scale. Okay. It can just accelerate overnight. Okay. Like the priest was going into bond, all right, saying, okay, and what 50 cent of the gas went up within 3 hours. Now imagine dollars. Okay. Imagine hyperinflation. Okay, and we're seeing a slowly gradualism of these things increasing here. All right, while all these people are trying to find some type of peace in their mind with it, we all already came to the terms of understanding that this is the process that the Lord is, jacking this place up in, man. Okay, and this is the form of how it's escalating. All right, these people don't understand that it's going to get worse here. All right. But that's why you can't be ignorant of these things, man. Whether it's a small or great. Okay, to back your brothers up, you got it.
Hey, and that's right, bro. Cause hey, ultimately, hey, bro, I was watching, Jake, watching a little bit of TikTok today, bro. They said it took one person to spread the coronavirus, bro. Now they got 18 people, bro. That's how you know, bro. That mark is definitely coming, bro.
You
Cause
talking
hey,
about hantavirus?
slop, yeah, the hantavirus. Now they got 18 people with the hantavirus, and it took one person with the corona to, bro, mess up everything, bro. Took one person.
And to back you up,
Too. Say it again.
Con, to back you up, bro. For all these things to spread as quickly as they saying it, you know, it's got to be some madness behind that,
Yeah.
It's got to be some madness behind that, because see, you have it where this devil saying, "Oh, this outbreak is, and this outbreak, and this is spreading, and this is, traveling." Why the hell is it doing it so fast? If it was supposed to be in one contact, you know what I'm saying? Or if it was something that was a sneeze, or like, how the hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, this devil already been in, like, it was watching the lessons. Okay, going into the GMS Los Angeles. All right, Antelope. Those elders was going into it, man, and they had it like, every 6 years. Right, there was a pandemic that would happen. Okay, and perhaps look, last one that happened was in 2020. All right, C-19. Now you have it 6 years later, 2026. This whole blow up about this hantavirus, man. You see, so there's some madness behind it. This devil doing, and he's ultimately orchestrating. All right, this thing on a whole nother level. Okay, this devil knows what he's doing, just like we knew when he was doing that whole C-19 thing. How the hell it went from, it was direction was, oh, it started from a bat, and then they got those motherfuckers over there sick, and then they pointed their finger out. It came from black people. You know, like, this devil is this shit is corrupted, man. All right, so
Yeah.
you have to be a fool to think that what he's telling you is absolutely the truth, man. Okay, this devil's a liar. Okay, scripture goes into that. He was a liar. Since the womb. All right, roughly
Yeah.
paraphrasing. He be
And all you
born
gotta
speaking
do,
lies.
all you
Okay,
gotta do is a little bit of research on his background history, bro.
yeah.
Look at the Tuskegee experiment, which was an Yab trial for nothing but straight jakes for so-called African American men, only black men. All right, over 600 of them. This is doing what, 1930s to the 1970s. All right, they presented it as free healthcare or whatever. All right,
Mhm.
and they wanted to test syphilis, but really they was giving all these jakes syphilis. Okay, and they don't want to talk about how many jakes died from that. They don't ever that don't ever hit mainstream news media. They don't ever hit mainstream news media how many people died from the C9 yab. Okay, from the yab injured. That don't ever hit mainstream media. Okay, millions and people died from being yab injured, so called. Okay, but nobody ever talks about that. But a dude looked up on ChatGPT, said how many articles are out on the so-called antivirus. Okay, and the ChatGPT said tens of thousands um, articles that went out of the antivirus in the first 5 days. That means
Yeah.
they pushing this shit, man.
Hmm.
They're
There you
pushing
go.
this. There's not a global problem. It's all these news articles and news companies telling are being told, hey, push this heavily. That's how they spark that fear into you to get you to do what they want you to do.
That's right, bro. Hey,
Got that
Baba
bill.
Shah, bring out that preset, please. Baba Shah. Because ain't
Let's
really
go.
much on that Google, man. You know, they start talking about the emotional stuff.
Con. So this is Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
That's right. That bro, he the fourth. Salat. Read it again.
Book Job chapter 5 verse 12 says,
Huh?
he disappointeth the devices of the crafty
Right.
so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
That's right, bro. Bro, this devil, he think, oh yeah, bro, look, watch this. I'm gonna make the gas prices go up. I'm gonna make food not be able to be really that much affordable. People gonna get kicked from their jobs. I'm in war. What else? The virus coming out. People are panicking. There's riots. All these things, bro. All these things that the devil is doing just to get his behind slapped by the Lord, bro. All this run. Hey, bro, that remind me of a cartoon. All this running you doing, just come right back to me, bro. all that, all that running, all that, just come right back to me, bro.
All right, where's you going?
Exactly. What are you doing? All right, bro. This devil cannot run from Yahweh by Shemal Shai. He created you. How you gonna run from something that created you, dog? No matter what bro, you ain't gonna be able to fulfill that, bro. Everybody ain't being no cyborg. This is not the Teen Titans, boy. Cut it out.
Right.
You not like that, bro. You are not a god. You are literally spittle. What is it? You are a trash can, bro. Trash. You don't want to, bro. Y'all the devils is proud. Don't know how to fear the Lord. Just the worst of the worst, and y'all still through.
Mhm.
Y'all got, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. How y'all got all this technology yet y'all can still barely kill Jake, bro? Trash. These devils is trash, bro. That's why we just gotta stay, bro. We just gotta stand boldly for y'all, Shemal Shah, bro. Hey, we see prophecy. We see prophecy. If you aren't excited, this might not be for you.
Mhm.
Right.
Hey, nah, for real, bro. All jokes aside, bro. If you like just bring your head down, you and that doubt demon. Where doubt at? But I wish doubt. I don't wish. But bro, let doubt try to come around, bro. What doubt? The mark here, Trump, bro. I'm gonna read that article one more time, and I got that Matthew 24, and then
I
whatever,
got a
brother.
Revelation 13.
Con,
Mhm.
and I'm on you on anything.
Con, we can grab the Habakkuk 2 and 3.
Con, that might be close out, but let me see. Let me see, because we rolling in the spirit. President Trump has ordered the acceleration of 6G deployment with a stated goal of operating implantable technologies. Where doubt at?
Mm.
Right there, it cancels out, bro. The Lord said He shall speed up the times for who? The elect's sake, bro.
Mhm.
Come on, bro. That's what He doing. Who you think the Lord doing this for, bro? Why would Trump with the acceleration? I thought we were winning. He we're winning. He
Yeah.
trash.
He went over there and met up with that boy Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
Found out
Now
that he
now
was
you wanna
far behind.
now you wanna be all buddies with China. Get out of here.
Mhm.
Nah, you be in war. Now they would have been wrong if they would have just bombed them. So, as soon as they touch China ground, boom.
Mhm.
But come on, bro. We almost out of here, bro. It's time to rejoice. But hey, I got this Matthew 24. Let me see. Where shall we start at? We can start at verse 3. Yeah, verse 3 should be good.
Yeah, man, too. Trump went over there to visit, to meet up with Xi Jinping. Guess what he brought? He brought all his technocrats and scientists and shit, man.
Right.
All right. He wanted them to learn. He said, "Hey, look how they doing this shit." Because China already got that monitoring system going on, that social credit system going on, that control shit. All right,
Yep.
that
Mm.
digital ID shit going.
Yep. You going on the
That's
blacklist if you do anything bad.
Yep.
You ain't gonna be able to travel. Woo! Hey. Dang, bro. I wish I was a video that we could play in this lesson, but bro, we don't got that much time, bro.
That's why you hear Trump in the videos repeating, "China is so beautiful. China is so beautiful."
Yeah, because what?
Mhm.
China's already advanced in the
Yep.
technology that this devil want to accomplish in over here.
Mhm.
You know, it's just to a certain degree the way he want to do it. It's gonna, it's gonna be in a way of him wanting to show his dominance and his control over millions. Okay, after he bringing that the bringing down the population down to 500 million. You see, but ultimately for him to achieve, because you got to understand, like, before him to achieve those goals and him to get to these things, he has to accomplish certain tasks that's set
Mm.
before him. You see, and that ain't coming too easy. It ain't coming too easy, man. That's why you starting to see him make hiccups, and he's fumbling all his words. He's revealing himself, okay, because he's trying to keep up. All right, which he's way behind. See.
Yeah, and Xi Jinping told Trump, "Say, yo, America's falling behind." And they had this meeting over technology advances, technological advancements, what they can do in each other's country to advance in technology to the NWO level. All right, and what is China and America um, at odds for right now? What are they fighting each other for right now? Why are they always arguing about? They arguing over Taiwan. And what does Taiwan mainly do? They provide 60% of the world's chips, computer chips. Okay, so they talking about technology advancements and they meeting about and talking about Taiwan. That means somebody gonna have to give it up or submit or come to an agreement so that Taiwan can mass produce those MOTB chips, man,
Hmm.
which
You
is the
got it, bro.
backbone of that 6G. You got it,
Con,
Bond.
this is Matthew 24, verse 3. It says, oh, and I dropped this video in the comment section. Hey, for anybody who listening, check that video out. Because it's going all on what we going into, all right? You'll get a better understanding of this technology. It says, Matthew 24, verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came asking him, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming in the end of the world? That's right. Hey, so the disciples is inquiring unto Yahushua, like, hey, basically, yo, hey, we're in the end of the age. Because matter of fact, let's go into this word world. All right, this is the word world. It's in the it's like it in the god dang. It's the word world in the Greek. It's like okay, bear with me for a second. My phone good shit.
Yeah, dude.
Are you all good?
Yeah, kind, bro. Because I be willing to pull it up for this.
Uh,
I mean, it's all good. Hey, when you go into that world, all right, it goes into that word eon. All right.
um,
When you go into it, I believe what is in the Greek? You go
yeah,
into that word world in the Greek, it goes into eon, which age. So they're talking about an age. They're not talking about the whole world. All right. So verse 4 says, and Yahushua answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. That's right. Hey, aren't we hearing wars and rumors of wars? We are rumors
mhm.
of wars and what? Ultimate rumor, World War III. What wars are we
Mm-hmm.
seeing? Well, oh yeah, and then another rumor, China. No, I believe it's yeah, China, Taiwan. All right, we're seeing the war with Iran, Israel. And
Hey, and to back you up too, priest, just you know, you had it with Russia and what was it again? Russia and dang, it's right on top of my head, man.
Ukraine.
Um, Ukraine, okay, Russia and Ukraine, okay, and, hey, Iran, Israel, and not America in there. All right, these wars have continuously escalated. All right, to where you starting to see what we've been going into is World War III. So these rumors are leading to what is ultimately going into to prophecy, man. Okay, but though these things are leading towards that, all right, we still have to patiently wait. Okay, to back
Yeah,
you
you
up,
had
bro.
America, Venezuela too.
Yeah,
America,
Venezuela.
Venezuela,
Yeah.
and now there's rumors
Hmm.
coming out that they about to raid Cuba too.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Hmm.
because they framing Cuba talking about there's been talks that Cuba is gathering up missiles and getting ready to attack America. What kind of shit is that? You see the state Cuba in? They're in no position to try to
The
gather up missiles and attack America. They having
Yeah, they can't
blackouts
defend
constantly.
themselves.
Right, bro. It's double. It's just a fucking devil, bro. Of
Right, which
falsely
just
accusing
shows.
people just so he can attack them and invade their land and take what he wants.
That's right.
Nigga want to have his what they say. Trump want to build uh, a statue over there in Havana and own some beaches.
Mm.
You know, so
Yeah, which showed you they the bully. That's why that he's the bully, man.
yeah,
That's why like all these other nations gonna turn at this motherfucker and they gonna give her exactly what she deserved.
that's
But you
right.
gotta go.
and it's time for that bully to come down, man. All
Hmm.
right, you you've been ruling in wickedness for too long, man. I should I shouldn't have to question what fresh water tastes like, bro. What fresh air
Right.
smell like, bro. Like like you want to
Damn.
know, you want to know how wicked. Nah, like let's sit back and meditate on this, bro. You know how wicked you gotta be to think I'm gonna pollute air for what? I'm gonna put pork in the concrete. Who who think who thinks about that, bro? And you can't go to bed unless you think about that, bro. Through. That's why it's time for what the scripture say. One that is profitable. All right, to be set on this
Mhm.
place, man.
Yep.
All
Yeah, I
right,
was sure.
that's right. And it says, and ye, it says, for nation, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. That's right, man. All right, hey, we see nation rise against nation. All right, and hey, famine is coming. Some people are already in the famine. Pestilences, that Hunter, how you pronounce it, brother? Hunter virus, right?
Yep.
No? Bro, you got all these different viruses coming out. All right, you gonna sneeze. I remember I sneezed at school. They're like, hey, you better get away from me with all of that. The Hunter virus. Like, bro, you
Right.
can't
6 feet
do,
distance.
bro, you can't do nothing now. Hey, they hear a COVID 2.0 and they start bugging out.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I had to rub my eye. Like, bruh, people are starting to bug out. Like, oh no, man, you know the hunter. Like, bro, you're not even in the news, bro, and hear you just hear about a new virus that like COVID, and you just start, what is it called, hunter? Oh no, heck no. All right,
Yep.
man,
That just goes to
Hey,
show you who got control over the media.
right,
Okay. And media goes back to the Greek word Medea, which means the goddess of deception and sorcery.
um,
right. If you
So they
control the
just,
media, you control how the people think.
yep,
what shows you
exactly,
how
bro.
simple these people are.
Right.
The simple path it's on. You see, for
And
you
they're
to,
punished.
yep, you got a priest.
That was on that. Brothers can bring out their precepts and we close it out.
I
God,
got that. Revelations 13:15. KJB
yeah, you got to get
says,
that.
and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Like we were just going into, this devil got power over the media too. Okay. He can make anything spread. Like, just a perfect example. Okay, it was just hantavirus. Soon as you heard of the first case, the whole world knew about it. Oh, somebody was infected on a cruise ship. Now there's 3 people. Now there's 5 people. All right, nigga, that'd be 300 or 500,000 people infected with the flu, infected with S. Well, what happened with the STD? It was STD epidemic just the beginning of this year, and that was all from what the Yabs. You see people coming out with all these STDs. There was a spike in the STD amounts, and that wasn't on mainstream news media. Okay, and that was hundreds of
Hmm.
thousands of people being affected. All right,
Right.
and and Texas alone. So how much more all over the country are these people that's been hit with this? Yeah, but nobody said anything about that, bro. But here it is: 1 or 2 people got the so-called hantavirus, and it's a global panic. You know when the World Health Organization gets in on it, and they start talking about, oh, this can spread very rapidly, and this is a very big problem. All right, you know somebody got their hands in on on deception, man. What you got, Amon?
Hey, this shit. It's some deception in there, and some crookedness in there. When brought out this guy Fauci, man. All
Oh
right,
yeah. Oh
come
yeah.
on, man. All right, this is the same guy who was testifying against the whole shit that he was lying about. No, you know, it was all make believe. It wasn't right, and then all of a sudden you turn around. Now you back with what you talking about? Yeah, we got to consider this. Like, oh no, man.
Right, bro.
It's all staged. All this shit is staged, man. You know, again, if you just thinking that this is, you know, real in some sense, hey man, your ass gonna be probably gone,
Mm,
okay? Because this devil is known to take these things and blow it up, okay? In the sense of making it mainstream news, global, worldwide, all right? Hey, the WHO, the World Health Organization, we have to consider this on a global level. You know, it's BS, man. All right, but we know
facts.
that the scripture says, 2 and 11, for we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay,
Mhm.
roughly paraphrasing, we know that this is a part of this devil's schemes in a sense, man. All right.
Yep.
Again, he's not gonna let a good crisis go to waste. All right. That's why he's doing what he's doing right now. Because again, he has an agenda he wants to establish, and to ultimately to complete that goal, he has to create a problem to bring a solution.
Mhm.
See, order out of chaos. You know, he needs chaos so he can bring order. You see, he needs panic. He needs uprising. He needs people breaking and storming and stealing and robbing and killing. He needs these things to feed off of what's next to come.
Mm. That's right.
Yep. That was it on that, priest.
That's a little more. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now we just brought it out in the article. It said what 6G goes into implantable technologies. This devil wants to
Yep.
implant technology into you. Implant means to put in, and plant means to place. So he gonna place technology inside of you. When the scripture just showed you, it said in your hand or in your head. This is his ultimate end goal, and everybody's been looking towards to this mark. Okay, looking forward to this point, and you see it's happening right before us, right before our very eyes. This seemed like a fairy tale. What 2,000 years ago? Shit, 5 years ago, it seemed like a fairy tale to people. Oh, look, that's just a fairy tale. It was written by a man. Those guys are taking shrooms when they wrote that book. Yeah, but look, here it is. It's right in front of you. These devils coming out.
Behold.
Implant right. Lo and behold, implantable technology, 6G. Trump is
Mhm.
advancing with it. You hear Queen Charles over there talking about we will be
Yeah.
moving forward with the digital ID.
Right.
What do you think these
Exactly.
devils' ultimate end goal is? This all pointing back towards the scripture. Prophecies being fulfilled. The fucking uh, river Euphrates over there drying up. Nobody really paying attention to what's going on, man. It says so the way of the kings of the east can be prepared. That river gonna dry up. That's talking about for war. And do you not hear these countries in the east going to war right now as we speak?
Hmm.
It says, I'm going to grab verse 17 in the NLT. And no one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name, which that number goes into what? 666. Which if you buy anything in a store, it has this devil's insignia on it. All right, on the barcode. The first number is 6, the middle is 6, and the end is 6, which is represented by those two bold lines in the beginning, middle, and end of that barcode or the UPC code. All right. You want to, if you really want to go and get technical with it. But these scriptures telling you, bro, that's what they're going to put inside of you. How you think everything they scan got 666 on it. So if they're looking to scan your ass, you going to have 666 on you too if you trust this devil. That's it.
That's the hey to back you up, Chris. That's the whole goal. He wants to tag you as
Mm.
you as to be cattle. He look at you like Goyim. He look at you as like no nothing other than that. Okay, he wants to tag you and make you a property of his system. Okay, which we know that this devil's turning everything digital. All right, it's a digital society that he's slowly introducing to the people, and he's doing it by the way of scripture goes into those miracles, okay, also by the ways of him trying to make it very convenient for you, man. That's why you
Mm.
see all that over there in Sweden, all they talking about, the people barely use cash. They barely using cash because everything them is by hand and paying with their palm, with that device within it, man. Okay, that chip. You see, all we waiting on is that prophecy of when this thing is made mandatory. Esau coming down with that hammer, all right. And this thing goes like the bro's going into this Revelations 13. Okay, well, rich or poor, free and bond. Okay, it don't matter who you are. This is what the scripture goes into the Revelations 13, the Revelations like 3 and 10, if I'm not mistaken. All right, when he's going into the hour of
Mm.
temptation, man, the whole world's gonna be tried. You see, this is leading up
Yeah.
to what we are excited, okay, and patiently waiting on, because this is a sign that this is coming to its end. This wicked kingdom, okay, him bringing out this M to the O to the T to the B, that mark of the beast, the RFID C hip, okay, it's what we desire. We waiting on it, man, okay, patiently, as it says in the book of Habakkuk. If you ain't got nothing else on that, you got anything else on that?
Uh, yeah, no, that was it. You got it.
Con, it's in Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time," just straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
"But at the end it shall speak," and we seeing that, man. Okay, all right. With them coming out with all these things, we're speaking about the digital ID, the digital ID cards. Okay, in implanted devices. What did
Mm.
the ex former HW what is it H slash WHO person
Well,
say? I forgot what was his name.
WHO, World Health Organization.
Yeah, World Health Organization. What's his name? Klaus Schwab.
I was gonna
What did
say
he
Klaus
say?
Schwab.
Yeah, what did he say? You're not gonna be able to participate in society without having that device. And
Mm-hmm.
this is years ago. You see, why you
Yeah,
think they
you
got
will
this
eat some
puppet?
bugs.
You say you see the buzz. Why you think they had this puppet set up? Elon Musk with this Neuralink human testing trials. You know what was his main goal? He said in an article I was reading. He said he want to make these things convenient. Making putting implanted chips within people's brain. All right. Something that was made normal. Okay, it was that
Mm.
convenient. He want to make it normal where everybody just like, yeah, that's nothing. Chip and scriptures go into that in their forehead or in their hand.
Yeah,
See, that's the gradualism of this digital society being pushed on the masses of the people. What Esau's really trying to usher in, which is that NWO. You see,
Mm.
it says, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Okay, and go that word tarry means to delay. It's not going to delay, man. All right, these things that was spoken about prophecy, that was supposed to, that is to come to pass. It's not going to have a delay. It's going to come. Okay, so to hell with people who don't want to take it serious, like the bro was going into. Oh, that was a fairy tale. Oh, that was written in whatever how long ago. Well, we're gonna see. This is why it's important
Yeah.
when the scriptures goes into Second Ezra 9. All right, measuring the times diligently. These people ain't looking into these things, tying it with the scriptures and tying it with what's going into prophecy, being aware of the times. They're not. What are they doing? They're enjoying their time. That's
yeah,
why going into what our people, your so-called Negroes, Latinos, Natives, and Native American, they shall know it after death by pain
that's
because of
right.
the
Yep.
opportunity that they had. All right, this liberty that they had, the grace that they had. What did they do with it?
Be
Marrying
foolish,
and giving it to marriage.
right?
Exactly.
They chose to scoff. They chose to be foolish.
Yep.
Hey, they chose to not fear the Lord, but say that they love God while eating a pork chop sandwich. This is what our people decided to do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's why.
hey,
You got
death
it.
to America and death to 2/3, man.
Hmm.
You
Hey,
know,
well, they showed you that in Leave the World Behind. Through America. They put these things symbolically in their own movies, in their own shit, man. Why? Because they know these devil got a whole doomsday clock. He telling you his storm is coming, and you still trying to build something here. He telling you he ain't got that much time, and you trying to build a career, a lifestyle. You know, he telling you this shit, man. His time is running out. It's ticking, tick tock, tick tock. You know, he ain't got that much longer, man. And
That's
we
right.
give all glory and praise to you, how about Shemal Shah, man, because we already know what's next. We know
oh
what's
boy, I'm
next.
sure shy.
Like a best man shy.
All right. You brothers got anything else? I got one more. We close it out with that.
Okay, you got it, priest.
Oh,
Con this is Revelations 14, getting the judgment, man. Okay. All right, because millions of people are going to be deceived by this devil when he comes with this RFID to the sea hip, man. Many people, like you said, you know, uh, uh, you're not gonna be able to participate in society without what? Having that C hip, man. You ain't gonna be able to
yeah.
buy, sell, save nothing. These people go and do this shit every day. This stuff's about to crack down on you. Revelations 12 and 12 telling you, hey, look, you ain't gonna be able to do this. You ain't gonna be able to do that. Matter of fact, throw his ass in the goddamn FEMA camp or re-education camp. You know,
Mm.
this is what they coming with. They ain't gonna be playing around with these people. That's why I say, those that don't agree with his NWO what shall be killed.
Mm.
You think this devil Trump coming out with bringing back those old ways of
Wrong.
execution? You know, he want to bring what was it, bringing back the fire squad, bringing
Right.
back certain execution ways of killing. You know,
Public executions,
yeah, public
hangings,
execution
firing
for what?
squads, gas
Hmm.
chamber. Yeah,
This
Kill
what he want to
people.
do.
to make an
He's
example
already
out of you.
setting the stage. He's setting the stage, bro. He's setting the stage on a mass level. You see?
If I may add to you
But
too, priest,
yeah, you
real
got it.
quick, Salakia, pursuant to that Revelation 12 and 12, to show you he running out of time, because look at the Epstein files that just dropped. It exposed all his plans, all the things he's been doing, and they still got to
Woo,
keep
right.
coming out with it. So they
Yep.
had to, that's why they got some called Operation Warp Speed, and they're trying to move more quicker than ever. Why you think he's trying to advance in those technologies? Because the Lord is exposing him. He has to
Yep.
move fast because the world is losing trust in him. Okay, now that he can't just he can't just say, "Oh, take this," and everything's gonna be okay anymore. Okay, because of what the Lord is revealing His hand. He revealing that this devil has been mounting attacks on his own people. He's revealing who's
Hmm.
behind it. He's revealing the small hats, and it's getting all the way up to the banking families. Okay, these
Hmm.
devils are getting exposed, so they're like, okay, you know what? We gotta lay the ass down and chip them before they find out. If they find out anything else, they're gonna start revolting and they're gonna kill us. They're
Or
gonna
it's gonna
chase us
be a
down in the
problem.
streets.
Hey,
You
hey,
got it.
yeah, chasing down in the streets and hang them. I forgot who said that. Was it was it Bush? I don't know. I forgot. You know, Lord when it come back to me bad. But they was like, if these people knew what we were doing, okay,
Mm,
they would chase us down and hang us in the streets.
yeah.
You see, these world elites, these these high banking families, you know, these Duponts, the Baguettes, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds,
Mhm.
these devils, man, that's running the show behind closed doors, man. They know they doing these things, man. You see, you just got these puppets that's in put in position. You see, but ultimately, it's all for his own self destruction.
Mm.
All right, but I got this Revelations 9 or Revelations 14:9.
You
It
got
says in the
something,
third.
Bond?
Nah, I ain't got nothing else, brother.
You got it.
Okay. Is Revelations 14:9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, you got a bond. If
Come
any
on.
man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the
Hmm.
same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Hmm. That's right, man. Anybody that is willing to bend down and take this chip and some, hey, and that's gonna be 2/3, man. Willing to go back to their daddy Esau, man. All right, man. The Most High gonna kill you, man.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, why? Because you didn't want to fear the Lord. You didn't want to listen to his prophets when they was out there. Because if you was, would you take it? No, because you know ultimately that this is just a trial, and that
Mm.
if you succeed, you're gonna be brought through the fire. But you people don't know that. You people just want to stay through, and hey, the Lord gonna make sure you eat a nuke because of that, man. Because what? He had mercy on you. He gave you his prophets. He had his prophets out there prophesying into the wind, and you didn't want to listen. All right, man.
Mm.
Yep. It says, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he
Come
shall. It's like you say
Now,
what?
finish it off, please.
God. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb.
That's right. Which is them nuclear missiles, man. Y'all people are gonna be torched. Hey, what do y'all wish I say? Hey, bring them hither and slay them before me, man. Those who don't want me to rule, man. Because all you people, if you are taking that chip, that means you don't want your house shot to rule, and that means that you trust in the devil more than your house shot. So the Most High gonna kill y'all, man. All you unbelievers, all you scoffers, all right, all y'all excuse. All them people that wanted to make fun of the Lord's men, you know, y'all people are gonna feel it, man. And y'all gonna feel it the worst. Especially your scoffers that be out there during camp when we just trying to prophesy for the Lord. Y'all want to scoff, make fun of us, you know, talking about saving man from fake Yeezys. All right, y'all are gonna pay for every single word. What does the scripture say? Every idle word, man. You will pay for, man. It's
Yep.
time for the Lord to get. It's time for the Lord to step, man. It's time for the Most High's vengeance,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, yeah. That's what scripture says. You know, I forgot how to go. Damn. You know what? Let me just grab it right quick, just to get the point. You brothers got it right quick.
Mhm.
Yeah, like brother said, this the table's gonna flip. All right, because you laughing now, but you finna be crying later, and we finna be laughing. Your
Right.
ass walking around, you got grievous sores all over your body. You can't even walk. You can't sit down. You can't lay down. You in pain. All right, we gonna be laughing at your ass. Look at this nigga, man. We told you not to take that shit, nigga. Please, man, please. What y'all was talking about?
God,
Nah, don't ask nah.
Yeah. What's the
Lord.
name? What's the name?
I got that. To back you up, it says, Ecclesiastes known as Sirach, chapter 7, verse 17. It says, humble thyself greatly, for the vengeance of the ungodly is fire and worms.
That's right.
All right. So there's a terrifying judgment. All right, they're gonna come for those that, as taking this thing as, a game, man.
Yeah,
All right. And we know that the Lord ain't playing, man. Okay. Yeah, how about Shemel I ain't playing, man. That's why the scriptures goes into it constantly about that fear in Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay. See, these people, they don't want to understand these things until they see it. All right. But you
they
gonna know
feel
you
it.
was born when you see it. Okay. You gonna know you was told. That's why the scripture says also in what is it? Ezekiel 33 and verse 33. Then shall they know a prophet have been among them.
That's right, bro.
Yeah, if I can add two to you, brother, was it's really gonna be when they feel it. 'Cause they see the things we're seeing come to pass now. Pride keeping them from understanding it.
Right.
But they gonna have to feel it. Like Quan let us say, when a nigga gotta bleed to really start questioning what's going on around them. So and when they bleeding already, they pockets bleeding right now. You know, gas prices going up. What they say? Gas prices shot up 50 cents in 3 hours. They say, bro. They say Florida, which is where the brothers camp at, is the second most distressed state in America right now because of the cost of living.
Yep.
So these people are really going outside. You seeing people carpooling, bunching up in one car to save gas. All right,
Motherfuckers
people
going
are afraid.
homeless.
Yeah, motherfuckers living in their cars, living in storages. They scared to go to look at the gas station. What about all these ride sharing people, man? These people that their job and their especially these so called immigrants who rely on Uber Eats, who rely on Uber and DoorDash for income. These people they feeling it the most, man. Okay, because now they not getting much bang for their buck. Most of their money is going to the gas tank just for them to use it again. So how much money they putting towards bills and food for their families?
Hey, hey, if I may add, bro. Hey, man, you had this double Trump when he got in the seat. He did a mass, deporting. Okay, when they came to Northern Kingdom, Issachar, which is so-called Mexicans and etc. Getting them up out of there, which would you would think will open up jobs. You would think it
Right.
would open up positions for people to go to work.
Oh my gosh.
Motherfuckers still ain't got no work, man. It's more layoffs than it is at work.
Right.
It's more layoffs when it comes to these jobs than it is for opportunity of work, man. Like
Yeah.
how you go backwards when it was supposed to be forward, man. You know?
It backfired, bro.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
backfired because they lost work on their farms, and then the grocery supply started suffering. The
Hmm.
whole shit started collapsing when they tried to get rid of Northern Kingdom. They tried to put
Yep.
Edomites on the farms. And they said the Edomites weren't coming back from their lunch break. We can't do this type of work, man. We're not built for this type of work. Nigga said, okay, we can keep some immigrants, you know. he, he in the straits, bro. He
Yep.
don't know what to
Yep.
do no more, bro. The Lord is forcing his hand. Like, if you make any wrong move, that's the collapse of the whole fucking country.
Right. Yep. Hey, and that's his. Hey, man, call our watchman shot, man. We can see we can rejoice at these things because the scripture says what, rejoice ye heavens, man. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we seen a downfall of this devil, man. All right, and he didn't try many different ways. He gonna still try different other ways, but
Yep.
there's no return from where he has to go. Okay, you have to go towards where you know it's gonna be destruction for you, devil.
Hmm.
That's it. Your outcome is going down with them nukes, man. Okay. And we just seeing it through the spirit, man. And we giving all glory and praises to Yahweh by Shimmy our shot, man. Because
That's
we
right.
know it's our power that's doing it, man.
That's right.
That's right.
That's it though. You got it, man.
You can close it out, please.
Hey, Con, man. So with that, Lord, when this lesson was edifying and straight to the point. All right, to I came my co-author seeking Lord the truth sincerity. We're gonna close it out by giving all glory and praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by Hashem,
Bahashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
by Hashem,
Hashem,
Rakakadash.
Yahushua.
And once again, double honor said that was an apostle, Graham Millstone, teach him well. Till next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.